it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today I have my Monsterathon / September TBR for you. So stay tuned. So there's a good possibility that there will be other books read during the month of September as well as these books, because there are other readathons that are going to be going on during the month of September, like my fall into reading-a-thon that I host with Clint, or maybe the contemporary-a-thon, and I don't know if there's going to be anything else that I end up participating in or not. So for those I may end up adding other books, but Monsterathon is a month-long readathon, and I figured this would encompass the majority of what I'll be reading for the month of September, and then I can add other books as needed. So I have here my handy dandy notebook, which I love. It's so pretty. I got it for like 50 cents at Walmart. But I have here all the challenges for the Monsterathon and what I will be reading for each challenge. So the first challenge is Classic Creepers, read a book with a classic horror monster. And they said it didn't have to be a horror story or anything like that. It just had to have one of these classic monsters in it, like ghost, vampire, werewolf, things like that. And so for that, I will be reading Sheets by Brenna Thumler. And, well, there's a ghost. And it's about this unlikely friendship between a girl who has to work in her family's laundromat and this ghost that's forced to wear a sheet and hangs out at the laundromat. And it sounded super cute. Also, this is a graphic novel, and the month of September is going to be insane for me because I've got BookNet Fest, I've got the Midtown Music Festival in Atlanta, I've got Yahoo Book Fest here in Chattanooga, and I have a Key Largo dive trip with my mom. That's like, there's something every single weekend for the month of September, so I need to help myself out any way I can. So there's a few graphic novels and some audiobooks too, I believe. So this is for that challenge. The next challenge is What Big Eyes You Have, and that is to read a book over 400 pages. So for that, I decided to go with Killing November by Adriana Mather, and this has 404 pages. And if you don't already know, this is the group book for the Fall Into Reading-a-thon, so I had to make sure to include that in this TBR as well. And also, if you don't know, Adriana Mather will be a special guest on our live show. So you'll definitely want to go and check that live show out, because she will be answering questions about this book and stuff, and I'm so excited for it. Anyway, this is about a special school for like training these teens to be assassins and spies and things like that. And then apparently one of their classmates is murdered, and November, which is this girl right here, is being blamed for it. And she needs to kind of help figure out who did it before she ends up being a victim herself. And this will be a fun, like, mystery thriller too. So the next challenge is Chimera, read a book that could be classified under multiple genres. And that one was really tricky to figure out. The book that I ended up coming up with, it fits, I think it fits under several different things. So it fits under fairy tale retellings. It also fits under erotica, because this is The Claiming of Sleeping Beauty by Anne Rice. And, well, this is an erotic retelling of Sleeping Beauty, where she awakes to a world of seduction, desire, and love. And it says the legendary curse is broken not with a kiss, but with sexual initiation. Yeah. So yeah, I think this fits into multiple genres. The next challenge is The Real Monsters. Read a book featuring monstrous humans. So I figured I could either use Killing November, or if I have time, I will also read Little Monsters by Kara Thomas. And this is about a girl named Casey who moves to this new school, and some of these popular girls befriend her immediately, and everything is going perfect and great, and then all of a sudden they distance themselves from her, and they just stop talking to her and don't invite her to things, and there ends up being this big party and Casey isn't invited to it, and one of these girls ends up not making it home alive, or not making it home, and people start blaming Casey for it. And it does have a little bit of the same kind of vibes as Killing November. So yeah, it's another mystery thriller. And I've read one of Kara Thomas's books before, and I do know that she goes to dark places. So I'm interested in this book, and it's a relatively short book. I also have the audiobook for this, so this may be something that I listen to on one of my road trips. Next is Unsightly. Read a comic / graphic novel / manga featuring a monster. So again, sheets could count for this, but I'm planning on doing Hex Vet Witches in Training. So there's witches and we have dragons and stuff as well. This is a graphic novel. Show you a page with nothing on it. Here we go. And it's about like witch veterinarians, and they take care of magical creatures. It sounded cute, and it's short. The next challenge is Angry Mob. Read a book recommended to you by more than one person. And I decided to go with Keepers of the Lost Cities, Everblaze, because, well, everybody that I know has said that the Keepers of the Lost City is a great series, and it just continues to get better and better, and that Xander and I should read the series. So I plan on reading this book because, well, in August we're reading the second book, which is Exile. So we're going to continue with the series and read Everblaze. And this is a big book, so I'm hoping that we can finish it. If not, I might have to find another book that people recommend. But let's see. This is 609 pages. This would also work for the challenge to read a book over 400 pages because it's 609 pages. Okay, the next challenge is Sacrifice. Read a book that you've seen in an unhaul video. So I went to the first person that I thought of when I was thinking of unhaul videos, and that was Kayla from Books and Lala. I know I used to watch all of her like closet unhaul videos and stuff, and those were always a lot of fun to watch. But I just watched her, what was it? Her book unhaul challenge for the spring. And one of the books that she was going to unhaul is actually one that I wanted to read, and I don't know where my phone is. It's actually a book that somebody else has asked to buddy read with me, so it worked out perfect. She was unhauling A Court of Thorns and Roses because, well, Kayla doesn't really do fantasy things, and she had this in her closet. So she was like, you know what, I'm never going to get to it. So she was unhauling it, and I was like, yes, perfect. I needed to read this. And I did tell the person that wanted to buddy read it with me that we could do this in September. So yay, I was able to fit this into a challenge. And all I really know about A Court of Thorns and Roses, well, this whole series, is it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it's pretty dark and twisted, and that's about it. And a lot of people love, 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 love this series. So thank you, Kayla, for unhauling this. Okay, so the next challenge is The Beasts, which is the group that I am part of. There's The Beasts, The Haunts, and The Conspiracies, and I am in The Beasts one. Anyway, this one says, read a book featuring a monster with plant or animal traits. And for that, I decided to go with Pandora's Legacy because there's, what is it? Some kind of like werewolf type creature. It looks like a wolf and some other weird stuff combined. It's very creepy looking. Right here. Also right there. So it has like dog characteristics in it. Plus there's also a talking cat, which is amazing. There's also this evil giant spider woman. And then we also have like Medusa here, which she's got snakes. So yeah, this definitely will work for that challenge. And this is about, let's see, they go on a typical family vacation to their grandparents' house. They accidentally break an old jar that was hidden deep in the woods. Suddenly running for their lives, these siblings have to figure out a way to not only capture all the monsters that have escaped the jar, but also how to save the rest of their family before it's too late. It sounds really cute. It looks really cute. And talking cats. Okay, for the haunts, that is read a book featuring a monster that is dead or undead. Sheets is what I'm going to read for that because ghost. It's dead. For the conspiracies, read a book featuring an alien, robot, or sci-fi based creature. I'm going to read another graphic novel, which is Destroyer by Victor Lavaos. This is a sci-fi retelling of Frankenstein. So I guess like our Frankenstein monster is like a cyborg or something. So yeah, I thought this was perfect. This is something that I got from BEA and BookCon, so I wanted to get to this. Plus I got to meet the author and he signed a copy for both me and for Xander, and I was really interested in this, so I'm glad to have this as part of my TBR for the month. Okay, so that is everything. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, it is not. There's also the group read. So the book for that, and I've requested this from my library, that's why I don't have it here. It's Unnatural Creatures, and it's a book of a bunch of, like, it's an anthology, edited by Neil Gaiman. So each of the teams has to read a certain story in it, and you can read other stories for more points or whatever. I think it's terrorize villagers or something like that instead of points. For the beast, they have to read The Griffin and the Minor Canon by Frank R. Stockton. Words. For the haunts, it's Come Lady Death by Peter S. Begal. And for the conspiracies, it doesn't even have a word. It's just like a line with a dot in it. And that's by Gahan Wilson. My plan is to just try to read all of that book. Not just those stories. I mean, I might just read just those stories. I don't know. But I figured I'd read all of the book. But yeah, I have to get that from my library because it's not one I already have. Surprise! I know. It's amazing. And if because my library actually doesn't have it, I had to request that they order it. So it's already been on request. So hopefully they will order that and it'll come in time. Fingers crossed. If not, I guess I'll just have to order it off of Amazon. But that's fine too. So have you read any of these books? Did you like them? Did you not? Are you participating in the Monsterathon? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!